Yo, what's up everybody? Holding Asta here, bringing you Black Clover manga review. This was chapter 206, titled The Reunion that Crosses Between Space and Time. This was a very good chapter. It starts off hilarious. It starts off with us seeing Yami and Charlotte, and they're alive, even though they're surrounded by that tentacle of that devil. They're alive because she has healing magic up, and they stuck in like this healing cocoon that's keeping them alive meanwhile. And it's funny because it's not enough space, and the way it looks is like she's laying down with her legs like wrapped around like Yami, and Yami's like right, there. It looks just hilarious because it's like she's talking to him like, Charlotte, like her vocabulary is almost the same, like, can you back up, you're too close, I don't like men, stuff like that. And Yami's like, even though you're another personality, you act just like her. And he was like, oh, this is a drag. I wonder how the elf leader is doing. And then once he says that, we cut over to Lynch and Lemire, Sekri, Asta, Yuna, Petri, and we had this sweet moment between like Lynch and Petri, where he's like, you committed a lot of trends and tragedy against the humans, even though I know you did it in goodwill in your mind, but the fact of the matter is that you still hurt humans and you still did all this stuff, and now you have to repent for what you have done. And he basically told him, I am grateful though that you did at least try with your elf pride to help us out. And he hugged him, and we have this moment where like Petri is just crying away because he feels so bad for what he has done. And it was also explained to him in front of Asta, what happened 500 years back. It wasn't like the full explanation, but they get like a little glimpse of what happened that day. So they get in glimpses, and Asta and Yuna's catching on. And Asta freaked out when he saw the Wizard King. He was like, oh my god, it's the first Magic Emperor, or Wizard King, whichever title you like to go with. And he started freaking out. And of course, as always, is like, I don't think that's the main point at this time, is to worry about that. We still got that guy to take care of. So we have there's also Lynch was able to come back. I almost forgot to mention this. Lynch was able to come back only thanks to Secret's magic. Thanks to her magic evolving, thanks to her being with Luminaire, and he's always teaching her how to use magic in a different way. Her magic was able to evolve and get stronger, and now she could unseal emotions as well. And she was able to unseal Lynch emotion. That's why he's able to speak now, and he has his mind stable, because his soul was in his body, but it was locked away, so he was emotionless. Thanks to her, now he has his emotions and his mind back. So that's how he was able to speak and communicate, and they had this nice moment between them. But then the devil started to attack them, and we have this beautiful combo of the first Magic Emperor and Lynch. We find out that the first Magic Emperor had Mana Zone, which is kind of a given because Mana Zone, as powerful as a technique as that is, it seems like all captain level and higher characters have it, so it makes sense for him to have it. He basically used Mana Zone and created all these light swords to come at him from different angles and stuff at high speed. Well, Lynch, every time the devil was like trying to like slide out from these swords attack, he's coming up behind him, hitting him with his sword, the Brandish Sword of I think it was called Brandish Sword of Creation. And he was just hitting him with that in the back, and they were landing some good blows on him. But when it came to the last blow that Lemire had landed on him, it seems like the devil used his grimoire and he reversed it, and we saw that his arm, Lemire, lost it, and the devil went in for like an attack opportunity, but Asta stepped in and he blocked it with his anti-sword, and everyone's kind of shocked. And we get this one panel, which is the end of the chapter, with Secret saying that Asta anti-magic is going to be the key of hope to ending this battle and finally putting this guy down. And that was the end of the chapter. It was only 15 pages this week. That's like my only complaint about these chapters. As far as they've been kind of short. And I don't count double spread pages as 2 pages for one reason. Kind of a lot of people like to bring that up. But we had double page spread. That counts as 2 pages. And I don't count them as 2 pages because I find that kind of lazy to make double page spread of things just to like shorten out along in the chapter. So it's like, I know a lot of mangaka like to do that. They double page spread things. Now I can understand in certain fight scenes, or if we seen in the view of the main character, if we seeing something that they see tragic in their view, like a death, or what One Piece does, how One Piece every time we get a new arc and they go into a new land, we get to see what the land looks like in their view. So I can understand double page spread in that regard. But sometimes mangaka like double spread page of everything that doesn't need to be double spread, and it's like it gets kind of annoying and it takes up extra pages for no reason. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't like double page spreads and why I don't count them as 2 pages and just count them as 1. I know a lot of people like to complain about that, but that's just me. But yeah, this was a great chapter 206. Really great stuff. Can't wait for next week. Of course, Asta is gonna be the one to most likely land the finishing blow. He won't be able to do it by himself though, because we do have backing him up, and we know Secret, Petrie, Lynch, the first Magic Emperor, Lemire, they are there. So we all know they're gonna help him out. But yeah, I wonder how many chapters we have left before they take this guy down. And another important thing, we know that nobody under like the kingdom, the Clover Kingdom, is on the level of like Lynch or the first Magic Emperor, Lemire. So I wonder if we're gonna get a time skip. I think it's after 206 chapters. I think Black Clover is due for a time skip. Doesn't have to be an extreme long one, but I have a feeling we're gonna get a time skip after this arc. Just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if after this arc, the mangaka put the manga on break, and then we get a time skip afterwards. Or you get a time skip, but then it goes on break for that time skip. Either or. I can actually see that happening. And I can't wait for that when that does happen, to see a more powerful Asta, and that's older and stuff. And everybody else as well. And Yami and all that. So that's going to be awesome. But that was the chapter, guys. That's all I have for you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Give this video a like. Follow me on Twitter. Link me down below. That's all I have for you guys, though. Peace out. Have a good one.